Welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss the topic ages. Ages topic. So here mainly present. This is a present. This is a ago or before. Some years before or some years ago, and this is after some years or in some years hence. If the present age of a man is x years, say x years, m years ago or before, his age is x minus m. So here in case of after n years, the present age of a man is x years. After n years, you have to add x plus n years. So suppose the present age of a man is 25 years. What would be his age 3 years ago? If I indicate this arrow mark, means always it indicates ago or before. So what would be his age? 25 minus 3, so 22 years. The present age of a man is 34 years. What is his age? What will be his age after 4 years? After 4 years, 34 plus 4, 38 years. And 3 years ago, the age of a woman is 37 years. The age of a woman is 37 years. And what is her present? This down arrow mark means in sense, my sense, this is present age. So 3 years ago, her age is 37. At present, 37 plus 3, which is equal to 40. And after 4 years, the age of a man will be 42 years. What is his present age? After 4 years, it will be 42. And what about present age? His present age. So 42 minus 4 is nothing but 38 years.
2019-2020 సచివాలయం ఫలితాల్లో గ్రేడ్ 1, గ్రేడ్ 2లో స్టేట్ ఫస్ట్ తో పాటు గ్రూప్ 1, గ్రూప్ 2 రైల్వే, ఎస్ఎస్సి మరియు ఎస్ఐ కానిస్టేబుల్లో వేల మందిని గవర్నమెంట్ ఉద్యోగులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దిన సంస్థ ఇప్పుడు సచివాలయం మరియు గ్రూప్ 2లకు కొత్త బ్యాచ్లు ప్రారంభం. మరిన్ని వివరాలు సంప్రదించండి హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ విజయవాడ.
3 years ago, the age of a man was 42 years. From here, after 4 years, what will be his age? So, if you move ago to future, so you have to add all these terms. 42 plus 3 plus 4. So 42 plus 3, at present his age is 45 at present. After 4, another 4 years, 49. Therefore directly you may write 42 plus 7, which is equal to 49. 4 years after, the age of a girl was 28 years, And what will be her age 2 years ago? That means if you move future to backward, ago, you have to subtract this one. 28 minus 4 minus 2. So 28 minus 6 is nothing but 22 years. 22 years. The sum of the ages of A and B, sum of the ages of A and B is equal to 36 years. At present, what will be their ages sum after 3 years? After 3 years, what will be their sum of ages? So after 3 years means A has to increase 3 and B has to increase 3. Totally 2 members, 2 3s. That means 36 plus 6, 42 years. If here 3 members are there, suppose if, so 3 3s are 9. If here 4 members, 4 3s are 12, you have to increase. And average age of A and B is 14 years. After 5 years, what is their ages sum? Ages sum. At present, average age of A and B, that means average A plus B by 2 given to you, that is 14. And what about A plus B? 28. So at present 28, after how many years? 5 years. 5 years. So 28, here 2 persons A and B, so we increased, these 2 5s are 10, 5 plus 5, 10 you have to increase. That means after 5 years, sum of their ages will be 38 years. 38 years. Suppose the problems, the age of father is 3 times that of his son, suppose. After that, he given in the problem, after 5 years, their ratio, the father age is 2 times that of his son, means after 10 years, you consider father 10 years after, and you consider sons 10 years after. So here we discuss these 2 ages, father and son, after 10 years. So after 10 years, father age will be twice that of his son, suppose. So I discuss here after 10 years, F plus 10, S plus 10. Here, father age is 2 times that of his son. So you consider like this. Next, moving to the problems. Problem number 1. 5 years ago, sum of the ages of A and B. So 5 years ago, when I show arrow mark backward, this is ago. Please consider. So 5 years ago, the ages sum of A and B, sum of the ages of A and B is 24. Then find the sum of their present ages. So he is asking the present age of A and B. So 5 years ago, sum of their ages is 24. If you move 5 years at present, that means you have to increase 5 for A and 5 for B, totally 10. So here the present ages sum of A and B is 24 plus, you have to increase 5 for A and 5 for B, totally 10, that is equal to 34 years. 34 years. Next problem. Problem number 2. After 3 years, the sum of the ages of A, B and C is 45 years. Then find the sum of their present ages. So, after how many years? After 3 years. 3 years. 3 years after, this is after. 3 years after, the sum of the ages of A, B and C is 45 years. 45 years. Find the sum of their present ages. What is their present ages sum? So, after 3 years, 45, their sum. If you move backward, that means coming to the present, you have to subtract 3 threes. 3 threes. So, you have to decrease 3 years for A, 3 years for B and 3 years for C. So, here 45 minus 3 people, 3 years, 3 threes are 9, you have to decrease. Therefore, that is equal to 36 years. At present, sum of their ages is 36 years. 36 years. Problem number 3. Sum of the ages of A and B is 40 years and the ratio of their ages is 5:3. Find the age of A. So, A and B ages ratio is given, that is 5:3. 5:3. That means you consider it as 5 parts and 3 parts. Total parts 8 and the total sum of these two ages is given 40. 40. And what about one part? 5. 5 times. Each part 5. Now what is the age? 5 parts. 5 into 5. Each part 5. 5 parts, so 5 5s are 25 years. 25 years. Problem number 4. Problem number 4. The sum of the ages of A, B and C is 60 years and the ratio of their ages is 5:4:3. Then find the age of C. A is to B is to C. A, B, C are the 3 persons and their ages ratio is 5:4:3. Sum of their ages is 60. So 5 parts, 4 parts, 3 parts. What is their sum? How many total parts? 5 plus 4 plus 3, 12 parts, which is equal to this total age is given to you, that is 60 years. 12 parts, 60. Each part 5. Each part 5. So what is the age of C? What is C? 3 parts. Therefore each part 5. 3 parts means 3 into 5. That is equal to 15 years. 15 years. Next, problem number 5. Problem number 5. So the sum of the ages of A comma B is 65 years. The ratio of their ages is 8:5. Then find the ratio of their ages after 5 years ago. So from the given problem, A, sum of the ages of A and B is also given. A plus B, which is equal to 65, and the ratio of their ages, A is to B, ages ratio is 8:5. That means 8 parts, 5 parts. And how many total parts is 13, and the total is 65. Each part is 5. Each part is 5. Therefore, what is the age of A? 8 parts. That means 8 5s are 40. And what is the age of B? 5 parts. That means each part is 5. 5 5s are 25 years. So A's age is 40 and B's age is 25. But he is asking, find the ratio of their ages 5 years ago. This is at present age. At present A 40 years. So 5 years ago the age of A is 35 and the present age of B, here it is 25. So what is his age 5 years ago? That is 20. So he is asking the ratio of the ages of A and B 5 years ago. That means 35 is to 20. So cancel out throughout the 5 table. 7 is to 4. 7 is to 4. Problem number 6. Problem number 6. The sum of the ages of A and B is 72 years and the ratio of their ages is 7:5. Then find the ratio of the ages after 6 years. So the ratio of the ages of A and B is given, that is 7:5. That means 7 parts and 5 parts. Sum of their ages is 72. So A plus B, sum of their ages 72 years. Immediately, what are the sum of the ratios? 7 plus 5, 12 parts, which is equal to 72, and each part is equal to 6. Therefore, what is the age of A and B? Age of A, 7 parts, 7 6 are 42. And what about B? 5 parts, 5 6 are 30. These are the present ages of A and B. But he is asking, find the ratio of the ages after 6 years. After 6, you have to add plus 6. And here also you have to add 6. That means 48 is to 36. 48 is to 36. Throughout 12 table cancel. So 4 12s are and this is 3 12s are. So the required ratio is 4:3.
వెల్కమ్ టు హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్. విజయవాడ మహానగరంలో 2009 సంవత్సరంలో ప్రారంభించబడి అనేక వేల మంది అభ్యర్థులను ప్రభుత్వ ఉద్యోగులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దిన మన హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ గత 12 సంవత్సరాల్లో సుమారు 18,000 మందిని ప్రభుత్వ ఉద్యోగులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దింది. ఇప్పటి వరకు 5 సార్లు నిర్వహించినటువంటి ఈ యొక్క నోటిఫికేషన్స్లో అనేక సార్లు స్టేట్ ఫస్ట్ సాధించినటువంటి ఘనత మన హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ది. ప్రస్తుతం మన హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యొక్క ప్రత్యేకతలు 24/7 24 గంటలతో కూడినటువంటి లైబ్రరీ సదుపాయం. అంతేకాకుండా ఇదే లైబ్రరీలో మనకు అత్యున్నత ప్రామాణిక గ్రంథాలు అందించడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఈ లైబ్రరీతో కూడినటువంటి ఈ లైబ్రరీలో మనకు వివిధ సబ్జెక్టులకు సంబంధించినటువంటి ఎకానమీ, పాలిటీ, హిస్టరీ, జోగ్రఫీ మరియు అన్ని సబ్జెక్టులకు సంబంధించినటువంటి పూర్తి స్థాయి స్టడీ మెటీరియల్ మీకు అందించడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. అంతేకాకుండా జాయిన్ అయిన ప్రతి అభ్యర్థికి పూర్తి స్టడీ మెటీరియల్ మరియు అభ్యర్థి ఏ ఎగ్జామ్ అయితే రాయకపోతున్నాడో ఆ ఎగ్జామ్కు సంబంధించినటువంటి సిలబస్ ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి అందించడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. అంతేకాకుండా స్టేట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో బోధించేటటువంటి ప్రతి ఫ్యాకల్టీ కూడా ఎకానమీ, పాలిటీ, అర్థమెటిక్ అండ్ రీజనింగ్ తదితర సబ్జెక్టులకు సంబంధించినటువంటి ప్రతి ఫ్యాకల్టీ కూడా ఎంతో అనుభవము, అంకితభావము కలిగినటువంటి ఫ్యాకల్టీ మన యొక్క ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో ఉండడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. అంతేకాకుండా మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యొక్క మరొక ప్రత్యేకత డైలీ టెస్టులు నిర్వహించడం మరియు వీక్లీ, మంత్లీ ఎగ్జామ్స్ నిర్వహించి ఆయా ఎగ్జామ్స్ నందు బహుమతి ప్రదానం చేయడం అనేది మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యొక్క ప్రత్యేకత. అంతేకాకుండా నాన్ మ్యాథ్స్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళపై ప్రత్యేక శ్రద్ధ చూపించడం, నెక్స్ట్ వాళ్ళకి ప్రత్యేక తరగతులు నిర్వహించడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. తప్పనిసరిగా మీరు ఒక్కసారి మన హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ని ఒక్కసారి సందర్శించండి. హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రతి అంశాన్ని క్షుణ్ణంగా అవగాహన చేసుకోండి. మరియు ప్రస్తుతం ఎవరైతే హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో ఉన్నారో ఆ యొక్క విద్యార్థుల్ని వాకప్ చేయండి. మన యొక్క పరిస్థితుల గురించి అవగాహన చేసుకున్న తర్వాతే మన యొక్క హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వమని కోరడం జరుగుతుంది.
After 6 years, the sum of the ages of A and B is 72 and their present ages ratio is 7:5. So, problem number 7. The present ages ratio of A is to B, which is equal to 7:5. 7:5. And after 6 years, sum of their ages. Here, after 6 years, A plus B, sum of the ages of A plus B is given to you. That is 72 years. 72 years. Now, at present, the ratios of A and B is given. So, you discuss the sum of their ages at present. That means, you come back 6 years. Then here, ages sum of A plus B. So, here two members, you have to decrease each by 6. 6 plus 6, you have to decrease 12. So, here at present, sum of their ages is 60. Sum of their ages is 60. So, he is asking, find the age of A. So, total parts, total A is to B, 7:5. Total parts, 12. Total sum of their ages is 60. Each part, 5. He is asking, what is the age of A? 7 parts. So 7 5s are 35 years. 7 5s are 35 years. This is 35, 7 5s are. This is the present age of A, but he discussed this age after 6 years. After 6 years, the age of A is equal to 35 plus 6, nothing but 41. So this is our answer. So at present the value, the age of A is equal to 35 years. After 6 years, the age of A is equal to 41. Problem number 8. Sum of the ages of A and B is 30 years. Sum of the ages of A and B is 30 years, and the ratio of their ages after 5 years. So, after 5 years, their ages ratio is given to you, that is 5:3. 5:3. Then find the age of A at present. So, at present, the sum of their ages is 30. After 5 years, ratio is given to you. Now, at present 30, after 5 years, what is sum of their ages? So, here two members, you have to increase 5 for A and 5 for B, totally 10 you have to increase. That means 40. Sum of the ages 40. Now, ratio 5:3. Total parts 8 and the sum of their ages is 40. Each part 5. So, he is asking the present age. What is the age after 5 years here? 5 parts means 5 5s are 25. This is A's age after 5 years. Now he is asking at present, what is the age of A? So 25 minus 5, that is equal to 20. So At present 30 years, after 5 years the ratio is given to you. So what is the sum of their ages after 5 years? So you have to increase 2 5s, that is equal to 10, 30 plus 10, 40. Here ratio is given and sum we know, total parts 8, total is 40. 8 parts 40, each part 5. What is the age of A? 5 5s are 25. This is A's age after 5 years. And now what will be his age at present? That means you have to decrease 5 years from that one. So 25 minus 5, that is equal to 20. This is A's present age. Problem number 9. Sum of the ages of mother and daughter 60 years. 5 years ago, mother age was 4 times of daughter's age. Then find the present daughter age. Now, sum of the ages of mother and daughter, mother M, daughter D. Sum of the ages of mother and daughter is equal to 60 years. 60 years. 5 years ago, mother was, so at present 5 years ago, mother was 4 times that of daughter's age. M is equal to 4, D, 4 times that of daughter's age. Find the present age of daughter. That means, so at present sum of their ages is 60. 5 years ago, what will be their ages sum? So here M plus D, which is equal to, you have to decrease 5 and 5 for 2 persons. That means you have to decrease 10. So 5 years ago, 50. So what is their ratio? M is to D. M 4 parts, D 1 part. 4 is to 1. Mother is to daughter. Total parts 5. Total is 50. Each part 10. That means mother's age 4 parts. Therefore 4 tens are 40. And what about daughter? 1 part. That means 10. This is the ages of mother and father 5 years ago. Is asking at present, what is the age of the daughter? So at present means you have to move 5 years after. So after 5 years, the age of daughter is equal to 10 plus 5, which is equal to 15. So very simple. Present sum of their ages given to you, that is 60. 5 years ago, what will be their ages sum? 50. There 5 years ago, ratio is given. Mother is 4 times that of daughter age, means M is to D is equal to 4 is to 1. 4 is to 1. So 5 parts, total 5 parts, total sum of the ages is 50, each part 10. So mother age, mother 4 parts, 4 tens are 40, and daughter each 1 part, 1 10 is 10. These are the ages 5 years ago. 5 years ago, daughter age is 10. What about the age of present age of daughter? 15.